The train, for its type, is the most powerful vehicle on land. And the engines of Sodor are the power behind the docks, industries and branch lines that make up the world-renowned North-Western Railway. These are the stories of Sodor. As you've seen throughout these stories, there have been times when the middies and nor'easters actually worked together. One of the more regular instances of this was every year during the first week of September, when the Enofa quarry would conduct its blasting. Throughout this time, we relied heavily on the middies' help, as the quarry would purchase the dynamite it used from the Franks & Son munitions factory located at Brendam. The standard procedure for these well-planned operations was as follows. The dynamite would be loaded aboard specially marked vans. One of the middies would then deliver it to Elsbridge, and from there, one of us would take it up to the quarry. We always kept our distance whenever there was blasting to be done, not just for safety reasons, but also because Franks & Son would entrust their head technician with the job, a Mr. Billy Shoepack, whom everyone agreed was always a little excitable when it came to setting off dynamite. Oh! That was marvellous! Absolutely fantastic! You see, lads, that's how it's done. That right there is the beauty and majesty that is trinitrotoluene. How is it that man has never caused a serious accident? I've wondered that too. But then again, he is a professional, and he obviously takes pride in his work. So do I, but I've never had the urge to blow something up. Blowing up stuff isn't in your job description, James. And I must say, of all the demolition men I've seen in my days, Shoepack is by far the best. No matter the size of the rock he's able to bring down, they never cause damage to the track. That is a true miracle. A true miracle? You lads wouldn't be talking about me by any chance, would ya? Yes, Billy, we would. Tell me about it at the end of the day. The site's now safe for you to begin collecting the stone. Did all the dynamite detonate successfully, Shoepack? Well, if it didn't, you'll be the first to know. Why do I suddenly feel so uneasy? Because you're not an idiot, Percy. Oh, lighten up, James. You too, Percy. I'm sure everything is safe. Feel free to be the first to check then, Thomas. All right, I will. Good on you, Thomas. And don't worry, I'm 95% sure all the dynamite did blow. Wait, what? Don't panic, Thomas. No one's ever died on any of the jobs I've ever worked on, man or machine. And I'm certainly not going to start with you. Thanks, Billy. All the same, if I am wrong, it was nice knowing you. Same here. Oh, shut up. Thankfully, there was no cause for concern that day. The stone was safely harvested and delivered to Elsbridge Harbour for export. That night in the shed, Thomas would assert that he hadn't really been concerned for the simple fact he had said hello to Bob that day. Who's Bob, you may be asking? This is Bob, a large boulder that once sat just outside Crosby. It's been called the Stonehenge of Sodor due to the immense mystery surrounding it, and has been one of the island's more popular tourist attractions. Every tour guide that has ever worked the site has admitted nobody is sure how the boulder came to be called Bob, but will quickly segue into the local legend that saying hello to him brings good luck, and few engines were able to resist calling out to him whenever they passed. At some point, it seemed Bob had had enough of it. For several days prior to the incident, the island was hammered by heavy rainfall. Aside from delaying the blasting up at the quarry, the downpour caused the ground beneath Bob to soften. Only when the rain passed did the consequences of that deluge reveal themselves. Whew. Hi lads. What's the matter, Colin? Is something wrong? No, I'm fine, Peter. Just a bit tired. Tired? Yeah. They needed my help at the China clay pits to fill a large order that had to go out today. And it certainly was a very large order.
Good to hear you've got a reason then. Diesel's been going mad wondering where you were.
He has? Why?
Because he's had to hold your train for the past hour.
Ow! That was uncalled for, Diesel. It's not my fault I was held up.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just get your brake van coupled up and you can be on your way. Where'd you put it?
Put what?
The brake van you were supposed to bring from Brendam. Don't tell me you forgot.
All right.
You dummy.
Why can't we just use one from here?
Because there aren't any. Why do you think you had to bring your own?
Oh, right. What are we going to do?
I'll run at the end of this train until we get to Elsbridge. With any luck, we'll find a spare van in the yard there.
That's a good idea, Diesel. Thanks very much.
Never mind the thanks. Let's get going. I've got work to do elsewhere.
Whoa! Easy!
Come on, full steam. Give it some stick already.
I'm going as fast as I can, Diesel. Bust my buffers. You're as bad-tempered as that bull who chased us down the branch that one time.
Never, ever mention that again, Colin.
Oh no! Diesel! Look! What in fizzling fuses? Bust my boiler! That was close! Diesel! Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, crikey. A few yards closer and I would have been flattened.
I'm fine, by the way, in case you're wondering.
I wasn't. This is a real mess.
And I'm trapped up here.
Don't worry. You got plenty of company. All the nor'easters are on your side.
What do we do?
Crosby's not far off from where you are. Head on up and raise the alarm. I'll dash back to Wellsworth and do the same.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Diesel. Colin and Diesel bolted to their respective stations, but it would be the middies number 1 who would reach his destination first. After informing Crosby's station master of the situation, the alarm was quickly raised all across Sodor. Every signal box ordered passing trains to a halt, while others were held at the stations. As best they could, the railway staff apprised us of what had happened. This is absurd. First we suffer through the haunting of a wrathful ghost, then the banditry of some horrid lorries, and now a runaway rock? I can't be the only one who's noticed that ridiculousness is a far too common occurrence on this island.
No, you're not. I often wonder if other parts of Britain's railways have these sort of problems. Settle down, lads. Don't forget, we have a first-rate rescue team here on Sodor.
With all the experience they've had, they ought to be.
I'm sure Mickey will sort it out in short order.
That must be why Colin looks so irritated, because Mickey has sorted it out. Oh, good. I found 3 of you already.
What's the matter, Colin?
I just came from Crosby, where the station master just got a telephone call from the works. Guess who's undergoing maintenance there right now?
Mickey?
That's right. Of course he is.
Well, I guess it's up to us to fix this then.
And what are we supposed to do, Toby? Just waltz on up to the boulder and ask if it wouldn't mind moving aside?
That would be far more productive than waiting for some miracle to sort it out. I'm heading on up to assess the situation. If you want to come, then come. Well, I ain't sitting here in my bunker all day. Come on, Gordon, get a move on.
Yes, I'm coming. This shan't end in disaster at all.
Wait a minute. Thomas? What are you doing here? I thought you were up at the quarry. Take a look at my trucks, Diesel, and then guess again. You're still on ballast collection. Track repairs still need doing. And they'll definitely need to be repaired just down the way. Why? Has something happened? Nobody's told you. Bob's rolled down onto the line. You're joking. No joke, Thomas. I almost got squished. Could have been worse. Oi! Actually, it might be worse. I heard Mickey was undergoing maintenance today. You mean there's no one who can fix this? We could have a go at it. How? Maybe we can get a crane onto it or something. I don't think there's a big enough crane in all the world that could shift that thing. And there certainly ain't one on Sodor. Well, we gotta do something. I'm gonna go take a look. Find us a crane, Diesel. Yeah, sure. You go gawk at the giant boulder and leave me to do all the work. Ain't that the way of it? Goodness gracious! Look at that! I can't believe how close you came to biting it, Colin.
Me neither. I'll be counting my lucky stars from here on out, let me tell you. So, Toby, what's your brilliant plan for sorting this out?
Let's have a look.
Colin, what's in those trucks? Machine parts for the Mid-Sodor Railway.
Are they heavy?
Heavy enough.
Perfect. What are you thinking, Toby?
I'm thinking that if all 4 of us get behind those trucks and use them as a battering ram, we might be able to knock that boulder aside. Are you serious, Toby? The trucks will probably smash on impact.
Do you have a better idea, Gordon?
Yes. We wait until the proper authorities arrive. The ones trained to handle these kinds of situations.
Situations like a boulder blocking our railway's main line?
You know what I mean, Henry.
Gordon, we don't know when or even if those authorities will arrive. The longer this boulder sits here, the more delays we'll suffer.
I suppose you're right, Toby. It would be irresponsible to do nothing. Then again, maybe it would be reckless to do anything.
All right then, we'll put it to a vote. All those in favor of ramming the boulder? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
What would be the point?
Then we're doing this. Henry, you and Gordon line up those trucks. Colin and I will get into position. Will do, Toby.
This is never going to work.
Alright lads, this is it. On my count, full steam ahead. Give that boulder all you've got.
As a further exercise in futility, may I once again voice the opinion that our battering ram is likely to be turned into splinters the moment it connects with the boulder?
Your opinion, Gordon, is duly noted.
And ignored, no doubt.
No doubt. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3! Bother!
What a surprise! It didn't work. If only someone had seen this.
Gordon, if you finish that sentence, I promise these trucks won't be the only thing that gets smashed up today. Pah! No, he was right, Henry. It was a silly idea.
Don't feel bad, Toby. It was better than nothing. Considering we still have nothing for our efforts, I beg to differ. God, blimey, this is bad. I mean, really bad. Is anyone there? Anybody on that side? Thomas? Henry? Is everything all right? I heard a crash. Everything is just smashing on this side, Thomas. Have you come to save the day? I had this idea that maybe we could use a crane to lift this thing out the way. Now that I'm here looking at it, I don't think that's going to work. We can't lift it. We can't ram it. What else is there to do? You can blow it up. What? What the? Donald? Am I hearing things? Did you really just say we should blow this thing up? Only because a certain passenger of mine would have said it otherwise. Passenger? But you're pulling... Oh, I get it.
What's going on, Thomas?
Hiya, fellas. Oh no. No, no, and no. We do not require your assistance, Mr. Shoepack.
Aye. Last thing we need is for you to blast a giant hole in the ground.
So you'd much rather have a giant boulder blocking your way? This is a simple fix. A few well-placed bits of dynamite, and she'll crack like a walnut.
What about the track bed? Don't you run the risk of destroying it?
It's probably mangled already, Henry.
Billy, are you absolutely sure you can do this safely?
Of course, Toby. I've done it hundreds of times.
Well, I don't see much of a choice. Do what you have to do, Billy.
Oh, fantastic! I've been looking for a challenge like this. Just you fellas wait and see. I'll blow this thing sky high. Sky high is too high for my liking. Figure of speech, Gordon. I certainly hope so. Right, everything's set. Are you sure we're back far enough, Billy? 300 feet ought to be enough for the amount of dynamite I'm using.
Ought to be.
If it ain't, we'll find out soon.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Toby? We've come this far. We may as well see it through. All right, Billy. Light the fuse.
I already did.
What? When?
About 20 seconds ago. You could have given us some warning. Here's your warning. Detonation in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire! What's happened?
You tell us.
The fuse probably got damp, that's all. Who wants to volunteer?
For what?
To go in and have a look while I fix another fuse.
Caw, pull the other one, Shoepack. Aye, it's best an expert looks at it.
But it seems you will have to do. All right. I'll take care of it. Be right back. None of you move. Why would we ever move?
Okay, Thomas, I've got your crane. Had to go all the way to Kildane for it. Let's see how well this doesn't work.
Right, problem sorted.
What was it?
Just as I thought, wet fuse. It's been replaced and relit. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's get on with it. Don't rush me. Demolition is a very precise science. Okay, here we go. Detonation in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
What the? Oh no. Ah!
Oh! What did I tell you? Brilliant! That worked out better than expected!
Better than expected? You blew a giant hole in the ground!
Hey! You can't make gravel without breaking a few stones.
We asked you to get rid of the boulder, Shupak, not replace it with a flaming crater.
Well, you can't have both. Dynamite causes damage even when it's used responsibly, like it was today. You wanted the boulder gone? I obliged.
He does have a point. We do reap what we sow. Thank you, Billy. You did very well today.
Thank you, Toby.
All right, lads. We anticipated there'd be cleaning up to do. Now's the part where we get stuck into that. All of us.
Okay, there's the signal. Now we just need to find a crane. There's one at Kildane. I told Diesel about it when he passed me by. With any luck, he might already be bringing it to us. Looks like he'll need it first. Why do you say that? Because I'm looking at him right now, and he's not a happy chappy. Oh? I gotta get a look at this.
Don't laugh, Thomas. Don't you dare laugh.
How'd you go and do this?
When that explosion went off, I braked suddenly and this stupid crane smacked into me.
Wait, you mean you got bumped off the rails by the breakdown train?
Shut up! It's not funny.
It most certainly is. Irony, thy name is Diesel.
I hate you, Donald. You too, Thomas.
Don't get your fuses in a fizzle, Diesel. We'll help you out. And you've saved us the effort of fetching the breakdown train in the first place. So cheers for that.
Grrr. Why are we meeting him here again? He says they have a top-notch bangers and mash. Topham never could resist a good bangers and mash. He could never resist food, Nigel.
This is true. So, do you think this will be the time when one of us gets the sack?
I would have said yes, but now that I see him smiling, I just don't know. Is it bad that I almost want him to be frowning? At least then, I'd know what to expect. I agree. Well, we're not going to find out anything by standing here. Gentlemen, thank you for coming. Well, my time here on Sodor has been interesting, to say the least. Without question, this has been the most eventful inspection I've ever conducted. For what it's worth, sir, we apologize for that. You don't have to. Granted, a couple of incidents could have been avoided, but some were well and truly beyond your control. And because of your combined handling of the latter of these, I've decided you shall both remain in operation on Sodor. Really, sir? Indeed. One of the key reasons why I've been personally conducting inspections across Britain is to assess the railway's overall compatibility. How do you mean, sir? I mean, given how things are going in Europe, we might very well find ourselves at war again. I need to ensure Britain's railways are up to the task of supporting the nation should that happen. Critical to this is the ability to work together, and your engines have shown they are willing to do just that, and they certainly get results. You should both be very proud. We are, sir. Every day, sir. I also must say, the amount of public support for both of you has been nothing short of phenomenal. You certainly know how to cultivate loyalty among your clients and passengers, and given there is clearly enough business for both of you, it would be irresponsible of the board to shut down either. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. This is such a relief. Glad to hear. You'll probably also be glad to hear that I'll be leaving Sodor tomorrow. But before I go, I do have a question. Aside from what I've seen during my time here, I've also heard of several other situations that have occurred in the past. Is this sort of thing common on Sodor? Yes. I see. Why do you ask, sir? No reason, John. No reason at all. Needless to say, the rest of us were absolutely thrilled
when we heard we'd be staying on Sodor. And after both sides helped in repairing the track, we got along splendidly for the longest time thereafter. I'm pleased to also say that Bob's destruction didn't adversely affect the number of tourists Crosby received, as it had another boulder. Located much closer to town, the mysteriously named Val has continued to draw in visitors to this day. At the site, the tour guides will tell in vivid detail the very true story of what had happened to Bob. Sometimes, the locals will come out to these groups and assert that on a moonlit night when the air is still, you can hear Val's mournful cries carry across the valley to the site where her twin once stood, proud and true. I wonder if they're right, don't you?